You've checked market rates, reviewed your workload, and realized you are vastly underpaid. Now you must ask your manager for more money. Most people sit down for this meeting and immediately start listing their personal expenses: rapid rent increases, the high price of groceries, or a growing family. While these are real concerns, they signal a rising operational cost to management. A manager's primary business objective is to minimize those costs wherever possible. This strategy often results in a nominal cost of living bump. It stops short of recalibrating your pay to match what your specific output is worth in the current economy. Companies pay based on the cost to replace a specific set of results in the open market. Your personal financial needs do not enter the calculation. High-earning professionals treat their career as a value exchange. You are a provider of specific, high-value outcomes. Frame your work as an asset with a market-proven price tag. By requesting a market alignment rather than a merit raise, you allow your manager to petition HR for a pay grade reclassification. This bypasses the annual budget caps that limit individual salary increases. Present a data-driven business case that justifies your retention at current market rates. To prove your worth, you have to translate your daily activity into concrete ROI. Improving team communication is abstract. Redesigning the onboarding workflow to reduce setup time by 35% is a measurable business win. Organize these wins into an evidence portfolio. Catalog every percentage point gained, dollars saved, and project completed over the last year. This dossier removes the subjectivity from a performance review. It gives your manager the tools they need to defend your raise to their superiors. The trade-off is that this requires constant work. You have to track your own impact metrics every week, rather than trying to remember them the night before your review. Hard data simplifies the decision for management. They are now justifying a business investment, rather than debating a personal request. Before you name a number, gather data from industry salary guides, recruiters, and your own professional network. This data allows you to control the anchoring effect. This psychological principle shows that the first number mentioned in a negotiation sets the gravitational center for the final agreement. Look at how sports agents operate. By opening with a massive request for Manny Ramirez, they anchored the team's counteroffer at a much higher baseline. Specificity matters. Requesting exactly $98,500 signals deeper research than asking around $95,000, and it drags the final offer significantly higher. A higher starting baseline compounds every year. Over 5 years, that initial delta represents $50,000 or more in additional earnings. Be aware that a precise high anchor is a high-risk move. It reduces your room for error and requires a bulletproof evidence portfolio to avoid looking unreasonable. The person who speaks first with a data-backed, precise number controls the mathematical ceiling of the entire talk. In many cases, the cash budget for a role is genuinely maxed out. Even the best data won't move a hard corporate limit. This is when you broaden the scope to total compensation or a multi-component package. If base salary is fixed, target the other pieces like bonuses, equity, and paid time off. Employers have much more flexibility with non-cash benefits. Requesting a development budget or flexible schedule gives them a low-cost way to agree. Remember that equity or time off doesn't provide immediate liquidity. It also makes it harder to compare your current package to other job offers. If you choose to only negotiate the base salary, you are effectively ignoring half of your potential leverage in the value exchange. Your strategy must match your leverage. Use this decision tree to select a path based on your best alternative to a negotiated agreement. A high-leverage optimizer has a signed competing offer from another company. If you have an outside offer, you can set an aggressive, precise anchor and be prepared to walk away if your current company won't match it. A low-leverage loyalist wants to stay with their current team, but is currently undercompensated. If you don't have other offers, use collaborative language. Focus on market alignment and non-cash components to increase your value without creating friction. Using a high-leverage tactic without an alternative offer can result in a rejected request or a strained relationship. Sometimes, management says no to every request you make. In this scenario, you use the growth bridge as your secondary strategy. Ask for documented milestones. What specific results must I deliver to reach this pay grade in 6 months? The reward is deferred, but the timeline is now a matter of record. This protects their standing while committing management to a future raise. A 15-minute meeting can earn thousands in immediate gains, setting a significantly higher baseline for every raise you receive for the rest of your career. Project your value as an asset the company cannot afford to lose. Use objective data to turn a difficult conversation into a strategic investment.